Welcome back, my dear children, to the maths class, and the topic for today is fractions. Lesson number 8. So let's start learning. Now let's first understand what is a fraction. A fraction is a part of a whole. To understand this definition better, let's say you ordered this pizza. Now this pizza, it's a whole pizza, okay? We have not divided this pizza into any part. So this is a whole pizza. Two equal parts. Now let's cut the pizza into two equal parts. Equal means that the parts have the same size. So we have cut the pizza into two equal parts. So how many parts are there now? Two parts, okay? And we have two halves. We call it two halves. Halves is the plural of half. Each half is one out of the two parts of the whole pizza. So there are now two parts, okay? We write each part as 1 by 2. 1 by 2 or half is a fraction. 4 equal parts. Now let's cut the pizza into 4 equal parts. So we have divided the pizza into 4 equal parts. Now we have 4 parts. So that is called 4 quarters. Each quarter is 1 out of the 4 equal parts of the whole pizza. We write each part as 1 by 4. And this number 1 by 4 is a fraction. Writing fractions. Fractions have a numerator and a denominator. Let's take this for example. 1 by 4. This number is a fraction. Now the number 1 on top is the numerator and number 4 below is the denominator. The numerator is written above the denominator. They are divided by a line in the middle. The numerator tells us how many parts we are talking about. Okay, the numerator tells us how many parts we are talking about. And what does the denominator tells us? That how many parts are there altogether, the total number of parts. Now here you can see many different types of fractions. In the first picture, we have not divided the circle into any parts, so it is a whole circle, okay? It's a whole. Next, we have divided the circle into two parts. So 2 will be written in the denominator. And how many parts we have colored? 1 part. So that will be in the numerator. And we say it as half. Next, we have colored the circle only 1 part. And how many parts are there in total? 3 parts. So 3 is in the denominator and colored part, that is 1 in the numerator. Next, 1 by 4. There are 4 parts in the circle, so 4 is in the denominator and 1 colored part in the numerator, 1, and we call it as 1/4. Now children, if we color 2 parts, we will write 2 in the numerator. Next, the circle has been divided into 5 parts and 1 colored part. So 5 is the total number of parts which will be written in the denominator and 1 colored part in the numerator, and we call it as 1/5. Next, the circle has been divided into 6 parts and 1 colored part. So 1/6 or 1/6. Next, the circle has been divided into 8 parts and 1 colored part. So we write it as 1/8 or 1/8. Now, if we color 2 parts or 3 parts, we will write 2 or 3 colored part in the numerator. So it's according to the number of colored parts we are talking about that we write in the numerator. Next, the circle has been divided into 10 parts and 1 colored part. So 10 is the total number and 1 colored parts, and we write it as 1/10 or 1/10. Next, the circle has been divided into 12 parts and we have only 1 colored part. So total number 12 and 1 colored part in the numerator we write as 1. Suppose we color it 4. Okay, 4 parts. If we color, we will write 4 in the numerator. So children, that's all with the topic of fractions. I hope the concept is clear to you all. If any doubt, any question, you are free to call me and ask. Here's a worksheet on the lesson fractions. The question is, tick the correct answer the colored area shows. So according to the colored area, you will tick the correct answer. For example, here number 4, I am just telling you there are 4 parts. So denominator will be 4, and how many colored parts? 3. So 3/4 you will tick this option. So similarly you will do the rest. You will complete this in your notebook and send it to me so that I understand whether the concept of fractions is clear to you. So children, we come to the end of today's class. I hope the concept of fractions is very clear to you all. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.